Hello, and welcome to the Lunacy Auto Layout tutorial. Auto layouts are a game changer when it comes to UI design. With them, you can create frames that adjust their size as you add or remove content. Here's the difference between frames with and without auto layout. The non-auto layout frame doesn't adjust its size as I edit the button text. The frame with an auto layout does. Pretty handy, right? Set the padding once, and it will stay the same no matter how many more elements you add to the frame. You can also tweak the distance between elements so that it remains unchanged no matter what you do. You can only apply auto layout to frames, and you can nest an auto layout frame into another parent frame to create more complex designs. To frame one or more elements in Lunacy, use Ctrl-Alt-G. To add an auto layout, use Shift-A. I'm going to show you how to create a Kanban board from a set of pre-made elements using auto layouts. I'll start with a menu. Here I have a set of menu items with icons from the Lunacy graphics library. Let's take this icon and text. I framed them by pressing Ctrl-Alt-G and Shift-A right after that to enable auto layout. Then I set the distance between the icon and the text, and define the paddings, all 8 pixels. I set the width of the element to 210. I then duplicate the frame and delete the content. Create some more duplicates. This preserves all the auto layout settings. I will only need to drag the new content into the frames, like this. Now I select all the menu items and use Ctrl-Alt-G and Shift-A again to nest them into a larger auto layout frame. I align them to the top left, set the spacing between the menu items to 0, and the paddings to 16 pixels. Now, I'll add a fill and drop the menu onto the main board, and stretch the height of this panel to fit the height of the board. I then drag the title of the page here and make sure that the distance between the top border and the menu are the same. Now, I forgot to highlight the selected menu option here. Let's fix that. I select the frame and add a fill to it at 10% opacity, and set its corner radius to 4. The menu is ready. Next up, a search field and filtering options. I have some pre-made elements that I will move here. With all of them selected, I'll frame them, enable auto layout with Shift-A, and set the spacing to 24 pixels. I'll add an individual auto layout for the search field and unlock the option to set independent paddings for it. Some text edits later. The panel is ready to go. Next up are user avatars. I frame them, enable auto layout, then set the spacing to -4 so that they overlap, and change the stacking order by pressing this button. And now I move them right here. Everything looks good. Thanks to the auto layout, there's no need to tweak anything else. Now on to the buttons. I frame them, enable auto layout like before. I also add an auto layout to this green button here and edit the label. And that's it. The element's ready, so I place it onto the main board. Now let's create a card. I select the text and the label and put them in an auto layout. Then I change the layout direction from horizontal to vertical, and flip their positions just like that. Let's adjust the spacing and paddings. And the corner radius, and change the background to white. This text was auto-generated by Lunacy, so I can use the small button here to refresh it, and the card will automatically adjust to the size of the new text. Now we only have these small elements left. Let's turn them into separate auto layouts. I frame and add auto layout to the icons and to the task ID with the avatar. If we drag them onto the card though, they will end up one under the other because we set the card's auto layout to vertical. To fix this, I will group the icons and the second element into a single auto layout frame. I will also use this distribute option. It pins the elements to the sides of the frame. I set it to the same width as the text block, and drag all these elements into the card. We're almost done. Let's just add some soft shadows. Looks good. Now I drag the card into this pre-made section frame. Without an auto layout, it looks a bit messy. But don't worry. A clean auto layout is just 2 keyboard shortcuts away. I set the auto layout orientation to vertical and the padding and spacing to 8 pixels. Now I add an auto layout to this label and edit it. Okay, the card is ready to go onto the main board. I stretch it up to the bottom and align the content to the top left corner. Then I duplicate the card. And notice that while I'm hiding some of the icons, the layout doesn't change. Let's duplicate this section and make some final adjustments. To hide some of the elements, I press Ctrl-Shift-H. To assign tasks to different people, I will update the avatars. In Lunacy, I can do this in just a couple clicks, like that. Finally, I rename these sections. And we're done. Thank you for watching. Explore more Lunacy tutorials on our channel.